Hey guys, welcome back to the lineup show. I appreciate you watching. Hope you're in the mood for some Sunday night football, NFL DFS. Should be a good game tonight. We've got the Detroit Lions at the Philadelphia Eagles. And yeah, it should be exciting. Highest salary player tonight is Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's averaging 20.9 fantasy points per game this year, and the Eagles are 15th against the wide receiver. They are 14th against the pass. I expect him to do well tonight. I don't think I expect him to be the highest scoring player tonight as far as fantasy points go. The projections I've seen actually has Jalen Hurts above him. It's got Jalen Hurts, then Amon-Ra St. Brown, then Jahmyr Gibbs, and then Jared Goff. I don't think that's the order I see it going in. I actually see Jahmyr Gibbs probably as number one, and then maybe Jalen Hurts or St. Brown. I'm not honestly even interested in playing Jared Goff tonight, though. I think he will get points for sure. Anyways, yeah, so we've looked at St. Brown. Jahmyr Gibbs, who put up a whopping 41.2 fantasy points last week, is in a pretty decent matchup here. The Eagles are 22nd against the running back and 19th against the pass. And I'm just done fading him. I don't think that hasn't worked out at all this year. That I can recall. For me, it didn't. It would have worked in week 6 when he only got 7.5 fantasy points, or week 9, I guess. But he only got 5.8 there. But last week that would not have worked. So. Was that a primetime game when they played Minnesota? If it was, then I think I did fade him. Maybe. I don't know. I don't even remember. But yeah, I like St. Brown. I like Gibbs. Jalen Hurts. In a spot where the Lions are 22nd against the quarterback, 12th against the pass. I think he should do all right. I don't know that I think he's going to do great tonight, but he'll probably be one of the top scorers. Jared Goff, we can look at his matchup. The Eagles are 10th against the quarterback, 14th against the pass. He averages 19.2 fantasy points a game compared to Jalen Hurts, 21.3. I just prefer Hurts here in Philadelphia, but I also don't think I'm going to play Jared Goff for salary reasons. Saquon Barkley, I think, will get points. I don't think he's going to get a lot. He had that one good game this year, but Detroit's first against the running back position and 8th against the rush. I don't expect him to have a huge game here. I just don't. Devontae Smith, I do like. Out of all the receivers, him and Amon-Ra St. Brown are my favorites. Although I do like Williams as well, Jameson Williams. Detroit's 22nd against the wide receiver, 12th against the pass. But I think if there's going to be a player catching balls from Jalen Hurts, it's going to be Devontae Smith. A.J. Brown could. He's had 2 solid games this year. Other than that, he hasn't really done a whole lot. Plus, it says he's kind of dealing with a hamstring injury. I'm sure he's over it, but yeah, I think I'm going to fade him. I do like Jameson Williams here. He put up 26.9 fantasy points last week. Yeah, he's just so stinking quick. He's so fast. I don't like Goddard here. I liked him last week, and that was a disappointment. But if you wish to play him, the Lions are 14th against the tight end, 12th against the pass. David Montgomery, I think last year was better to play. This year, it seems like they've used him less and less. Well, I say that. He got 15 attempts last week and 11 the week before, so I guess they're using him. He just hasn't seemed to be as productive as he was last year, with Jahmyr Gibbs clearly being the main guy there. Don't care for Jake Elliott's matchup this week. I do like Jake Bates' matchup here. He got 13 points last week. The Eagles are 30th against the kicker, so he would probably be a good play. I even like Khalif Raymond a little bit here. He got 9.9 fantasy points last week against Washington. How many targets was that? 4 receptions on 4 targets. Dude can still play. Don't like the Eagles defense. Don't really like the Lions defense here. And I believe that was pretty much it, guys. There wasn't anyone really below that I cared for that much. Because it's a primetime game and you saw what Jahmyr Gibbs is capable of and what he did last week and what he typically does, I believe I'm going to play him at my captain. I believe I'm going to play St. Brown and Hurts. For salary, I'll probably skip over Jared Goff. Probably go to Devontae Smith, and then hopefully... no, it doesn't. I was hoping that would let me pick Jameson Williams. I think I almost like him better than Smith here. But we'll keep Smith in for now since we do have Hurts in there. And then... see, that won't leave us enough to pick Bates either. I was going to play Bates. And then maybe Khalif Raymond or something. But to play Gibbs as captain, I just don't think I'm going to be able to play Devontae Smith here. I was not going to save a whole lot by playing Williams, but let's see what it does. That will allow us to get Bates and Williams. Leaving 700. So I like this, but it leaves us basically punting at the end. Granson, I don't think has done much. I played him once, I believe, this year, but that was it, because he just hasn't done much. But that would literally leave us guessing with 700 remaining salary. Somebody that's going to get some sort of points in this game, or just completely punt and figure that they're not going to get points. But Jahmyr Gibbs, I expect him to be that dominant in this game that I don't know that it will matter. But we could try not doing Williams. We could try going even cheaper. Maybe Goddard, or even just doing Khalif Raymond there. And maybe Montgomery. I don't think I want to play Elliott this week. I don't think I want to play either defense. It just doesn't leave a whole lot of options. Unless we fade on Jahmyr Gibbs and we do like a really quite a bit cheaper option and go Williams at captain. Since this is a showdown, it's got to be different. In order to win, which sometimes can be tough. That would literally give you... see, we took out Gibbs. That was the problem. We want Gibbs in. We're not going to not play Gibbs. I don't really see a way to avoid punting here unless you play like Jake Bates as the captain. And even then, I don't know if that's going to allow a whole lot. Let's try that. Let's just try. Or you could go maybe David Montgomery as captain. I don't think I recommend it, but I like Williams there. that would leave you with Khalif Raymond. Well, there you have it, guys. These are the players I like the best. They're probably going to be the chalkiest players on the slate. But with that said, I also like Devontae Smith. I really want to figure out how to get him in there. That's about it. The Eagles, I don't know. I'm not super impressed by them this year. I'm not. I think the Lions could take this game. In fact, I think the Lions will take this game. But I definitely like Jahmyr Gibbs as captain, and I think I'm just going to punt. I'm going to try to pick that player under 700, and see how I do at this thing. So, yep, there you have it, guys. This is my lineup, and I'm going to find that 700 or less player, and then hope that this works out. So, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you do well tonight. I hope you're doing well right now. My lineup is doing terrible right now because apparently it makes every difference in the world for Cincinnati to be playing in Cincinnati against Pittsburgh versus in Pittsburgh. I didn't think it'd make that much of a difference, but so far it has. So, but hey, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will talk to you next time. Feel free to subscribe if you want. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.